Hey, today we're getting steak, we're getting some pub food. I'm not sure what the place is called. It's near my area. It's in Rowville, so yeah. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so how to get here? This place is called Flanagan's. I'll get closer to the sign very soon. But over there you have Stud Road, and just there is that's Wellington Road, and that's Stud Road right there. So we're on the corner of Stud and Flanagan's Road. I mean, Stud and Wellington, not Flanagan's Road. Anyways, we've got Flanagan's right there. So we're not eating at Flanagan's? Michael, where are we eating? Not there?
No, yeah. We're gonna get chicken inside first. There's two places to eat inside.
Cool, we've got our seats.
It's not steak special.
Okay, so at this place, we get what are these called?
Bread and oil.
Bread starters. We get bread oil starters.
Do you like lamb shank? I thought you don't like them.
I think that's just like seeds and stuff, yeah?
You know what duka is?
Okay, so we'll call this duka. We'll call this duka Indian stuff. You've got your probably extra virgin olive oil, and you've got your bread. It comes complimentary. Complimentary.
Did you dip it?
500 days great.
Is it guy?
No.
It's not chili.
So you've got your massive choices of different types of steaks. They come at various different prices. The awesome thing is you can put stuff on top of your steaks. You can put bacon and eggs, you can put mushrooms, you can put prawns, blue cheese, fried onions. You can put half a lobster, which is pretty cool. But half a lobster is $26 extra. It's the same thing with the parmas. So you've got your choices of a chicken or a veal. Veal is beef, parmas. And then you can have different types of toppings. So you've got your Mediterranean, Texan, and whatnot there.
Biggest important Australian beef. Which one's the first?
Okay. So I'm getting the
Too light? I mean, low.
too dark.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
I
matter.
was gonna say.
And now time for something random you didn't know. There are many different varieties of pies around the world, such as the apple pie, apricot pie, blueberry pie, chicken pie, mince pie, pecan pie, pizza pie, pumpkin pie, and the more commonly consumed pie in Australia, the meat pie. As you can see, the ratio between savoury versus sweet pies are heavily leaned towards the sugary pies. However, in Australia, pies have become the iconic food of Australia and New Zealand, consuming over 250 million pies in Australia per year, making Australia the largest consumer of meat pies. Apparently, the rich English people were known for their surprise pie, where when cut open, the pie would reveal a live creature popping out inside. Most common pie size is 22 centimeters in diameter. However, for the Aussie meat pies, we have modified it to be a hand-sized pie with an average diameter of 12 centimeters. Meat pies consist of either largely diced or minced meat with gravy inside. It is common to have different types of meat pies, which sometimes have ingredients such as onions, mushrooms, or even cheese. The 4 and 20 brand, which is one of the popular meat pies in Australia, produces about 50,000 pies per hour. The Aussie meat pie is heavily associated with Aussie rules football. Oliver Cromwell was an English political leader who banned the eating of pies in 1644, deeming it a pagan form of pleasure, and so the production of pies went underground until the 1660s, where the ban was lifted. However, the origins of the pie is unknown, many thinking it was the Greeks or the Romans who created the pie, but it was the French chef Guillaume Tirel being the first to actually put a recipe down for a pie, being an eel pie. The combination of steak and kidney put together in a pie was first ideated in England, which being closely connected with Australia, it was introduced to Australia by the first settlers. Okay, so my pie was actually quite tasty. It had the chunky bits of meat everywhere, beef, and that was, engulfed in the heaps of gravy as well. And so it was actually quite tasty, quite juicy. It literally melted in my mouth as every single bite that I took. The beef pieces were actually fatty parts of the beef, and so that's probably what made it so juicy, tender, and tasty, but I don't really mind anyways. However, the pastry was a little bit of a letdown. It was actually a little bit undercooked. It wasn't that nice to eat or taste. I might have only just had the bad batch, but the pastry was still a little bit doughy. So putting that aside, I actually did enjoy my dish though. Some of the other guys had the steak. I didn't actually try any of the steak. However, I was told that it was a very average steak. It was a little bit dry, not very tender, especially for being Wagyu beef as well. You'd be expecting, juiciness and tenderness that literally you just cut, put in your mouth, and it melts. However, my friends did not experience that at all. It was similar with the chicken parma as well. I didn't really hear too many great things about the chicken parma, even though, you had the choice of all the different types of toppings for the chicken parma, but my friends didn't seem too excited about it. It was pretty much an average chicken parma, with slightly different toppings that you can get. So giving a rating for the quality and the taste of the food, I'd be giving this place a 5 out of 10. You might have been able to tell that the environment was actually quite loud and busy. I don't actually mind that too much. The place isn't very big, but it does fit quite a lot of people, so if you had a large group that was coming to dinner or for whatever it was, there'd definitely be enough room. You might need to make a booking if it's a very large amount though. The lights were very low and dim, giving it a very comfortable environment, which I find the perfect environment to socialize and have a chat with your friends.
And on the walls of the restaurant, there were actually random little facts that you could read about. So if the conversation at the table was getting really boring or was non-existent, you would actually be entertained by reading the walls instead. So for the environment, even though it may be a little bit loud, but I'm giving them a 7 out of 10. So as you could also see at the start when we actually came in, they gave us, the complimentary, the dish, the bread. I'm not actually sure if we had to pay for that or not, but I found the service very nice and friendly and very easy to deal with. I don't think we actually had any problems with the service at all. And so for the service, I'm giving these guys an 8 out of 10. Okay, that's all for this week. I want to let you know that I plan to have a video out maybe once every fortnight, but at the moment it might be a little bit longer due to having a lot of assignments happening at the moment at my uni. But yeah, I'll definitely try my best to get them out every fortnight. But either way, thanks for watching. Continue to be hungry!